Let's pray. Almighty God, in your wisdom and goodness, has appointed the offices of leaders and the county assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people. We beseech you to behold with abundant favors as your servants who will be pleased to call your performance before important tasks of this republic. Let your blessings descend and to advance the peace and prosperity and welfare of our county and of those whose sisters have committed to our church. Amen.
Allows the Assembly to begin a new session and start its business. It is also symbolic of the role of the governor in the Constitution. That is outlines the legislations that the county government intends to introduce to the Assembly and other measures that the government will bring forward. Honourable members, additionally, the address allows the governor to set out her priorities and programs, including submissions of intended county plans and policies to the Assembly. Honourable members, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order number 20, subsection 2, which I believe the members that you have the copies of the Standing Orders. When delivering an address to the House, the governor shall be heard in silence, and the address shall not be followed by any other comment or question. Honourable members, it is my singular duty, honor, and privilege to invite the Excellency the Governor to address the sitting of the County Assembly. Thank you. Next order number 2.
Order number 2, addressed by Her Excellency the Governor of Wanga County.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, the Clerk of the County Assembly, Honorable members of the County Assembly, His Excellency the Deputy Governor who is sitting in the Speaker's Gallery. It is my great pleasure to join you today at the opening of this third Assembly in the history of our county. I must confess that indeed, I feel greatly honored to be here to address this Honorable House as we open a new chapter in the calendar of the County Assembly of Homa Bay. Let me take this opportunity to most sincerely congratulate all honorable members for your election after a grueling campaign into this assembly. We all understand that getting the endorsement of the people through elections or even through party nomination is no mean task. Congratulations for having made it here. I note with great satisfaction the election of much more women than we had in the previous assembly, moving from 2 to 6 women. I congratulate them, knowing only too well how difficult the task it is. Further, I want to singularly congratulate the Honorable Speaker and the Honorable Deputy Speaker for having won the confidence of the House, leading to your election as the third Speaker and for probably the third Deputy Speaker of this County Assembly. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, as we begin the life of this new government in our county, we must understand the enormous task lying ahead of us in the next 5 years. In our constitutional order, the county government is made up of the county executive and the county assembly. And when we succeed, we do so together. We are coming in as a government that carries the aspirations and the hopes of our people. And this assembly must be an integral part of delivering this message of hope. I know that you as members of the County Assembly made several development commitments to your constituents at the ward level. I want to assure you that my government will work with you as much as possible to help you deliver on what you promised to our people. Our development programs will run on a ward-based basis so that no part of this county will be left behind from the development agenda. Mr. Speaker, sir, and honorable members, as you are aware, the County Integrated Development Plan is the basis for our budgetary processes and for plans that we put forward for our development partners and investors. Honorable Speaker, honorable members, this is a process in which we must all take keen interest because it will form the basis of our budgeting moving forward. Honorable Speaker, early this week, I commissioned a multi-sectoral team bringing together different stakeholders to start work on our next County Integrated Development Plan. The final product will be as consultative as possible, and all stakeholders, including the public in our wards, will have time to share their thoughts on its development. We will table the CIDP report in this House when we are done with our part for your scrutiny and final approval. Honorable Speaker, honorable members, it is just about a month since my deputy and I took oath of office. We're in the process of forming a new government that we believe will help us deliver on our agenda and enable us to fulfill the promises we made to the great people of Homa Bay County. This House, as you know, has an enormous oversight responsibility in undertaking the vetting of the various persons nominated to hold various offices in the executive. Now that the honorable members have been duly sworn into office, it is my hope that this House will swing into action to be able to facilitate formation of the new government, especially where your input is necessary. It is also my prayer that you will settle down pretty soon and hit the road running. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as you may be aware, our County Public Service Board is not duly constituted at the moment. This is an integral organ in our public service management. In the next few days, we will be seeking the approval of the House to enable us set up a selection panel to facilitate the appointment of the chairperson of the County Public Service Board and 2 members of the board for it to midwife critical public service recruitments expected in the coming days. I am also planning to forward to the House for vetting names of carefully selected men and women who will sit in my government's executive, the county secretary, and chief officers to help us deliver on our agenda. We will also table for your approvals a number of critical bills, which I will outline at a later stage. Mr. Speaker, sir, even as we wait for the proper formation of the government, we are already on site working to ensure that our people get the necessary services expected from government, since there is no vacuum. Recently, as you may have heard, we have taken necessary steps to salvage our treasury and our human resource systems from suspected violations in order to mitigate on risks that could have jeopardized the integrity of the government. In the human resource section, we have ordered a payroll and personnel census audit. We will shortly bring on board a qualified HR firm to be able to support this initiative. I urge honorable members of this assembly to support us as we delve into this, so that we can save on our resources and facilitate the staff who work hard and do away with those who reap where they have not sown in the name of ghost workers. As you know, our revenue mobilization has been deteriorating over the years, with our county rated among the poorest in on-source revenue collection. Indeed, honorable members, it was a sight to behold when we were at orientation in Mombasa, when our county came up as the county that is now collecting negative 34% of the revenue that was collected by our former local authority here in Homa Bay. In fact, the situation has recently gotten worse. In July and August, we were barely making any collections. As we reviewed our reports, there was a suspicious trend and fluctuation detected that triggered a reaction from my office. I wanted to report to this House, Honorable Speaker, honorable members, that I have since appointed a revenue task force to go out there and find out what is ailing our revenue system and prescribe a sustainable cure that can help us get back on track. In doing this, I recently ordered a 15-day tax holiday in our county to give us time to examine the challenges facing the sector before we can get back to productive revenue mobilization. Honorable members, honorable Speaker, reports indicate that our county has the potential to collect up to 1 billion shillings annually from our own source revenue. My government is keen on ensuring that we collect enough revenue for ourselves to enable us to be able to initiate additional development programs in addition to what we get from the national government, which is minimum. Once we raise our revenue, honorable members, honorable Speaker, honorable members, we will be focusing on programs that most affect our people. Top on our priority being bursary for our children, so that we can go ward by ward and provide our children with bursaries, and a scholarship program at the county level for our bright and needy students. We made our promises on this bursary front during the election, and we intend to keep that promise on doubling our bursaries at the ward level so that we can ensure our children go to school. Honorable members, honorable Speaker, honorable members, as we move on to improve our governance, it has been clear from day one that my government will be intolerant to impunity and corruption. This is the only way we can ensure that our people benefit from the billions that will be trickling in our county for development. As a temporary mitigating measure, I recently made some minor personnel changes in the Department of Finance and Economic Planning in order to ensure that our reorganization is on track. Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable members, over and above some of the issues that I've already talked about, my government has an elaborate 100-day program that we are already rolling out, even as we wait for everything else to take shape. Let me take honorable members through some of the programs that are on the table for implementation during this initial stage of my administration. Health being a key pillar in my agenda, we have already circulated a huge load of pharmaceuticals and non-pharmaceuticals valued at an initial 16 million Kenya shillings to over 200 health facilities across the county. This is in line with my promise to ensure we ensure and maintain drug supplies in all our public hospitals in the counties. We have embarked on a plan to change the face of our referral hospital here in Homa Bay. Apart from developing a master plan that we shall rely on for long-term development of the hospital, we will be implementing some key projects to turn around the facility and make it a health service provider that can sustain the needs of our people as our major referral facility as we move to make health services affordable and accessible. Already, we have activated the renal unit at the hospital, which is now fully operational. We have set out plans to ensure that some of the critical equipment that should be in place are made available. And this is including a CT scan machine, as well as chemotherapy equipment, so that our people don't have to go anywhere else to get these critical services. Indeed, I want to promise the honorable members and the people of Homa Bay that our health sector is set for major transformation. This will not only be at the referral hospital, but this will be across our wards in the entire county for the next 5 years. As we move on, Mr. Speaker, we are also looking at some projects that were not completed by the time the previous administration was exiting. This includes the Arujo Animal Feeds Project and the Kigoto milling plant. We are already working on the completion of these two projects, and we are hopeful that they will be commissioned before the end of the year. And before the end of the year, in all our houses, we hope that we will be eating ugali from what we will call mokwa, which will be the unga that will come from Kigoto, from Homa Bay County, to the rest of Kenya and to the world. I know, Mr. Speaker, sir, that in order to make things move, we will be requesting the House to support us by allocating and appropriating sufficient resources to facilitate the rollout of many other development programs in our plan going forward. So we will soon be requesting the House to appropriate funds through the supplementary budget to accommodate some key projects and programs that we will discuss and agree on, both ward-based and projects that we'll be doing at the county within this financial year, so that we align all our development plans together. Honorable Speaker, honorable members, on the legislative agenda, I will make an elaborate pronouncement on the areas that we may need your support in for us to be able to deliver the promises that we made to the people. However, I'm aware that we have some proposed legislations and policies that may have been tabled in the House some time back for your deliberation in the Second Assembly, which I'm requesting, Mr. Speaker, that this House may have time to reconsider. In focus is the climate change bill that will be very critical for the support of policy formulation intended to open up the donor engagement plan for related projects, and more so for the revival of friendlier ecosystem in our county. We also have a major plan to develop our lakefront. We have recently hosted officials from the Kenya Ports Authority to look at our peers in Kindu Bay, in Homa Bay, in Bita, including Mfangano, in Sena and Mfangano. We have begun engagements with partners, including our neighboring counties, as we gear up towards the eventual creation of the Lakefront Development Authority to steer us forward. We will be calling upon support of the House for passing of the Homa Bay County Lakefront Development Corporation, so that we can move forward our lakefront development agenda. I have already mentioned that we will come before you with a supplementary budget, but we will also be coming before you with a bill to support us in revenue collection, which will be the Homa Bay County Revenue Authority bill, which will be requesting your consideration. We may have to make amendments to the finance bill to ensure that we make revenue collection a huge priority for us. In conclusion, honorable members, honorable Speaker, honorable members, I want to commit to you that even as you embark, my government will strongly support your quick settling in ensuring that your welfare is also settled, and so that even as you serve the people, you will be serving them from a point where your welfare is also taken care of. Once you have the rest of the leadership in place, in addition to the Speaker, we will immediately begin discussions to see how best we can move these matters forward. It is my hope that my administration and this assembly will work harmoniously, with both sides putting focus on our constitutional mandates to be able to midwife development to the expectant county residents. We are a house of leadership, and we are looking forward to working together cordially to bring confidence to the people of Homa Bay that this assembly is a place to make laws and a place for them to have their matters and the matters of most interest to them discussed, agreed on, and moved forward. So we hope to adopt a consultative approach as a way of making sure we get everything right and carry everyone on board as we move forward with our agenda. It will be for all of us together moving Homa Bay to the next level. As we said, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Members, Homa Bay will no longer be looked for on the list of counties from the bottom. Homa Bay will be looked for on the list of counties from the top moving down. We are committed to moving Homa Bay to the top 10 counties. Within our past 3 years, we should have moved to that level before going, actually, aiming for the very top. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Members, for listening to me. God bless you. God bless you.
Mr. Governor, honorable members, allow me to amend the order paper to read communication from the chair. And before that, I would like to acknowledge the members of the public which are sitting on the speaker's gallery. And first, in this, I will talk a little, but I know the Deputy Governor. His Excellency the Deputy Governor, Honorable Joseph Wanga is there. The County Secretary, Professor Donald Ngueno. I've seen the 2 commissioners of the County Civil Service Board, Commissioner Lelia, Commissioner Koto. I've seen Commissioner Nyokabi, the Lieutenant of the county, and I've seen the representative of the CC, the DCC of Homa Bay sub-county, and we have our own Mr. Charles Odiambo. We also have Rafael Obego, the county chaplain, Kedo Dieno Osutwa from the governor's office. We have Wasaya Paula from National Police. We have Samson Chine, the county commander. Thank you. Now I go to order number 8, communication number 8. That is with regard to the House leadership. Honourable members, standing order number 15, section 1, states that the largest party or the coalition of parties in the House shall elect a member of the Assembly belonging to the party or coalition of parties to be the leader of the majority party, and another member to be his or her deputy. Honourable members, further standing orders number 16A, subsection 1, states that the majority party or coalition of parties in the Assembly shall elect a member of the Assembly belonging to the party or coalition of parties in the House to be the majority party chief whip, and a member of the Assembly belonging to the party or coalition of parties in the House to be the deputy majority party chief whip. Honourable members, pursuant to the provision of standing order number 15, subsection 5, my office on the 22nd day of September 2022 received a letter from the majority party belong together with the minutes of a meeting held on 21st September 2022 at Piccadilly Hotel, Kirubi Town, where the following were elected or nominated to the above mentioned positions. 1. Honorable Ouma Ogendo Richard, leader of majority party. Honorable Ondiek Monoflorita, deputy leader of majority. Honorable Ogondo Bob Bernard, chief whip majority party. Honorable Asiago Titus Okelo, deputy chief whip majority. Honorable members, section 12, subsection 1 of the County Government Act 2012 stipulates that there shall be a county assembly service board for each county assembly. Further, section 12(3), subsection C, provides for 2 members of the county assembly nominated by the political parties represented in the county assembly, according to their proportions of members in the county assembly, to be members of the county assembly service board. Honorable members, pursuant to the above mentioned section, the Orange Democratic Party, that is the largest party in this assembly, the ODM, has nominated the following members to represent it in the county assembly service board. 1. Honorable Salim Akini Sofi, member. 2. Honorable Ogada Joan Mitsari, member. Honorable members, I'm satisfied that the right procedure was followed, and therefore I declare the members to be duly elected or nominated to those positions mentioned above. And I take the opportunity to congratulate those who have been nominated or selected in those positions. Thank you. Next order.
Order number 3, adjournment.
This House starts adjourned. We started 27 September 2022 and so Tuesday 27 September 2022 at 2 p.m. Thank you.
Give way!